About a month ago, I made a cross-country move to Texas. The move has been very smooth, but there was one big jarring difference that was making this transition a little tough for me.
It's hot.
So hot.
Much hotter than what I'm used to.
90-degree weather every day isn't even the hottest that it gets in this area, so I am very lucky that I came after the worst. But guys, autumn could not get here fast enough, so I took it upon myself to start autumn a little bit early, the only way I could think of how. Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. How fast do you think I can read this book?
2 minutes. Vander, that's not how fast she can read. I'm not allowed to be comfortable.
Can I shoot something for the vlog really quick and then you could be comfortable?
Sure.
Good morning. Here, you could be comfortable like this.
I'm comfortable.
You are comfortable, so you're just giving me a hard time?
Yeah.
For today's vlog, as you can tell from the title, I'm reading Harry Potter! As you know, September 22nd will initiate the first day of autumn. And do you know what that means? It is pumpkin spice, leaves falling, Harry Potter, Twilight, Gilmore Girls season! I've decided to finally embark. I've said I was going to do this 2 years ago on the main channel, that I was going to read Harry Potter after seeing the movies. Over 2 years later, I'm finally doing it. I have the whole book series, so I have no excuse to not do this. This is the only Harry Potter book that I've ever read before, but the last time I read this was when I was 19 or 20 years old. So a while ago, like 4 years ago plus. I do remember this book. It's a pretty hard book to forget. And you know what is very interesting to me? I feel like I can watch a movie 3 days ago and I'll forget some of the major plot points, or I'll forget some of like the things that happen within the movie. But with books, they sit a little bit better in my hippocampus and I think in my heart, because I'm creating the world around me. It will be my first time attacking the whole series though. I've never done the second book and beyond, even though I had all of them, because I'm a wuss, I guess. But wuss no longer. I don't know where my book jackets are. To be honest, I'm gonna be very honest with you, this isn't my book series. This is my brother's, and I just stole them. So maybe one day, if I were to do a book haul, I will get myself my own set of Harry Potter, and it'll be like really nice and pretty jackets. I don't know where any of them went. At least I have the book, right? Chapter 1. On page 163, and I have wrote down in my little journal my first impressions, and they're mainly positive. I'm very surprised at how entertaining this book has been, and it's only been 150 pages. I'm also very surprised at how short this book is. The book has 309 pages, so I am over halfway technically. So much plot has already happened. Let's go ahead and break down what my first thoughts are on this book. I made this little like cover. I taped the cover together out of this felt that I got from Michael's, I think. By the way, if you hear JJ, he is watching football in the other room. My very first impression, and if not one of the most prominent things that I've noticed since reading this book, is the narration. Like, the narrator does such a good job in this book. And it almost seems like I can hear them. Like, they have their own personality, like they're a character in the book. And I love narrators like that. I can tell when the narrator has breaths in the air, or is taking a pause for dramatic effect, or is debating things within itself, or themselves, I should say. And I love that because it makes the book so much more entertaining. The cat was still there. It was staring down Privet Drive as though it were waiting for something. Was he imagining things? Could all of this have anything to do with the Potters? If it did, if it got out that they were related to a pair of, well, he didn't think he could bear it. I love that. I love that. Do you get what I'm saying? You feel like you can hear the narration. They are really putting you into the characters of how they think, how they are, without being so explicit. It's so effortless. It's so effortless, and I love it. The next first impression. Obviously, I have to bring up the movie. Being a movie commentator, I have to talk about how it relates to my movie experience. And I think I am one of those few that have watched the movie first. Actually, there's a lot of people who've watched the movie first and then went ahead to read the books. But from my perspective, I think the movie does such an accurate job with the book. The only things that are different is that I think a lot of things are left out because there's just so much detail in the book that if they added into an already 2.5 hour film, oh yes, things are timed differently too, like character introductions and impressions. Really, I have nothing to complain about. I really don't care. Another comparison is that the world is tonally so accurate, and I'm so thankful for the movie producers and the set designers and costuming and casting doing the absolute most to capture the book tonally, because the book has a way about it that is so charming and charismatic. And maybe I'm a little biased because I did watch the movie first and now I'm placing myself into this book, this world that's already established to me. And then my last first impression. This is such a tiny book. I'm only 160 pages in and the world has been developed. The plot has started. Like the fact that 150 pages can make me feel the way that I do and envy the world and the character and that I'm not a part of it so quickly is so impressive by the author. My least favorite thing is reading the first book of any series and having to give an excuse or forgive the author for taking 500 plus pages to world build when it could be done so tastefully, so creatively, and so lovingly as J.K. Rowling did in the first 100 pages of Sorcerer's Stone. All right. I haven't actually read any of this today. I just came back from church like an hour or two ago and I was on the phone with a friend, and now I'm going to continue reading this after I gym and maybe spend some time by the pool. To the gym!
Before I get into my final review of the book, I wanted to get even more in the spirit of Harry Potter. We're going to play a little game where JJ and I pick a Harry Potter name out of the jar and give our best quote/impression until the other person guesses.
I tell you the character?
No. You have to do a quote from the... Why would you read? The game is to read the paper?
Not Slytherin.
Harry. Nice. Use the boy.
Voldemort. Do you want to stop Snape from getting that stone or not?
Wrong. That was good. How many are there? 37! But last year I had 39!
Last year I got 37!
Oh, yeah, 36 and 37.
Dudley.
I think my impressions are better than yours.
Trevor!
Well, wait. What?
Trevor!
It's Trevor.
I won't let you. I'll fight you.
Oh, Trevor! Oh, Neville! The toad, duh. Curious. Very curious. And its brother gave you that scar.
The name of that guy. Ollivander.
Did you guys know his first name was Garrett? Your hand does not, not fit in this cup.
Never insult Albus Dumbledore.
Hagrid. Like this. Like this.
Oh, nearly headless Nick. Like, what was that first rendition? That was terrible. Like this. Blah. I'm only joking. I'm...
Fred.
Yeah.
I can't think of any Harry quotes. What does he say in that movie? Does he talk? Because he has no quotable lines. He's going to sacrifice himself. I should have said it that.
That's good. Alas, earwax.
Dumbledore! That's such a good one. Oh, I shouldn't have said that.
Hagrid. Whoa, that's an invisibility cloak.
Ron? Better be Gryffindor!
The Sorting Hat.
Yeah.
Oculus Reparo.
Hermione Granger! My favorite character.
You can't! There must be a better way!
Fame isn't everything.
Snape.
Is that what he says?
It's Leviosa, not Leviosa.
We got both Hermione's. I'm gonna just do a Hermione one.
Sorry.
I'm Hermione Granger. And you are...
You got a bit of dirt.
This doesn't have any lines.
Oh, Mr. Filch.
Yeah.
Who's that? Is someone there, Mrs. Norris?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Right this way, right this way. Platform 9 3/4.
Mrs. Weasley. What's her name?
Molly.
Can't you tell from his hand-me-down robe? He must be a Weasley.
Draco.
Red hair, no hand-me-down robe. Must be a Weasley. That's pretty good, right?
Yeah, Ron looks at him like this.
Ron is so cute in the first one. Why was there only one Ron? I would have done Wicked.
Only one Ron, one Draco.
And no Quirrell? True! In the dungeon! I just thought you should know.
Vernon or Petunia.
Yeah, no Vernon, no Petunia.
But I'm the only one who saw her for what she really was. A freak.
A freak! Can anyone tell me why?
Good day, Sunday. Anyone tell me why? There's no post on Sunday. Right you are, Harry. Right you are. Not one blasted letter.
I finally finished Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, and I absolutely loved this book. I'm gonna give my final review out of 5 stars, 4 stars. So sweet, so cute, so charming, and perfect to get me in the fall weather. October just hit, so it's the perfect way to start October. I will say that the back half of this book, there's a lot more differences. They have like a little storyline that wasn't included with the dragon. There were little differences in the whole last scene through the trapdoor when they're doing all the little puzzles. Like there's a whole room that we didn't experience, and the way that they got through like the first puzzle was like a little bit different in the movie. And that scene at the end with Harry Potter recovering in the hospital and Dumbledore visiting him. Why couldn't Quirrell touch me? Your mother died to save you. If there's one thing Voldemort cannot understand, it is love. He didn't realize that love, as powerful as your mother's for you, leaves its own mark, not a scar, no visible sign. To have been loved so deeply, even though the person who loved us is gone, will give us some protection forever. It is in your very skin. I love that because Harry has a physical scar on his head. He has literal damage done emotionally, physically, mentally. He is a tortured little boy. In the same way, from those who loved us, that's something so strong and so powerful that it doesn't even leave a mark on us, but it leaves a mark on us in a way that is more powerful, and it can resist the evil done towards us. But what's funny is that it's put in a literal way in this sense, where Voldemort literally couldn't even touch Harry's skin because of the love that Lily had. That just like hit home in a different way when I was reading the book. Definitely different than the movie did. Loved it. I am going to be starting the next book almost immediately. Let me know if you guys want a video of me doing Chamber of Secrets, because I'm going to read it. And it's literally just as big as the first one, maybe a tiny bit longer. I have no idea, but it's not very long of a book. But if you like my little reading vlogs, let me know. I had so much fun making this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed.
Let me know what you guys thought about this book when you first read it in the comment section below. Okay, I'm gonna go make myself some tea.
I've been going through a lot of change in my life these last 2 years. I still feel like I don't really have anything figured out. But the power and inspiration I get from storytelling really just makes me look at life differently. Usually I'm into books and movies for escapism, to take a break from reality. But lately, not only have I become more introspective, but also more forgiving of my own character and humanness. I'm really not trying to take life too seriously. And just like Harry Potter, I want to seek adventure and make memories with the friends around me. Because what really matters is the love you have around you.
And after finally having finished Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, it's only right for me to watch the movie. With snacks, too.